Hi, you guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today is the first Sunday after Thanksgiving, and I'm going to make mac and cheese, baked mac and cheese, collard greens from a can because they taste just as good. And actually, I thought about making collard greens from scratch, but I realized I don't really want to put in all that effort, even though it's really not a lot of effort. But also, collard greens from a can, hi Salem, collard greens from a can cost less than the whole ingredients. Hello, yes, thank you. And it's just less effort. And they taste just as good. Ain't that right, Salem? Exactly. But first, I'm going to have some sweet potato pie that I made for Thanksgiving. So it's sweet potato pie. I don't know where the back went. The pie crust just never seems to stay on. I don't know why. And you know what? Honestly, I don't really care because that's not what I'm here for when I eat pie. I'm here for this filling when I eat pie. And so this will be my first taste test of my pie this year. Yeah, that's good. I wonder how much Grey's Anatomy you can actually hear in the background and if my voice is actually louder than that. So this is not really mine. I mean, like, I bought it for my boyfriend, but I don't really know how it's supposed to go, so. But it seems obvious enough. I got sharp, I got mild, and I have a smaller mild. Hopefully that is enough cheese. So we're just gonna get started by pre-shredding our cheese. And like I said before, I got this cheese grater for my boyfriend because he went to Olive Garden one day and he was like, "Do you guys sell the cheese graters?" Because like that TikTok that was going around about how you can get the cheese graters from Olive Garden, and like the guy looked at him funny and he was like, "No, we don't." And so my boyfriend was really bummed out that he couldn't buy the Olive Garden cheese grater. So I bought him this one. And it's pink and Tiffany blue because of our kitchen. The aesthetic that I'm going for. If he wants it, it needs to fit my aesthetic, and that's just the end of that. So now we have a cheese grater, and we get to have fresh cheese all the time. Or, well, freshly shredded cheese. It just melts differently, okay? It's different. You gotta understand to understand. The cheese tax, the cheese tax. Now that the cheese is shredded, we're gonna add pasta to the water. We're gonna season her with onion, garlic, pepper, and salt. And we're just gonna stir this up. But we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna preheat the oven. I'm gonna throw in some evaporated milk. We are going to add a can of cheddar soup. You really want to break up those balls of cheese so you don't have a cheese ball before everything is like evenly distributed. So you don't want pockets of cheese and pockets of noodle. You really want an even mixture of noodle and cheese, and then you can have pockets of cheese. Look at that. Look at that. That's good consistency. Now we just need to make sure that the flavors are there. I can't tell you how much seasoning I put in there, but I did put in enough. Okay, I put in enough, but season to taste. Look at that. From a box of noodles and a pile of cheese. Look at that. It ain't even baked yet, and it's delicious. I'm gonna throw in 2 eggs, and then it'll be all ready to bake. All right, this is her before the oven. She's gonna be baking in the oven at 375 for however long I think she needs to. Now that I have washed out the macaroni pot, macaroni in a pot, that's some whack. Now that I've washed out the pot, I'm going to open up my can of greens and I'm gonna heat them and I'm gonna season them and then they're gonna be done. They're already seasoned. Tell you what, if there's one thing about me, I'm gonna cook. So, the reason I'm making all this food can be best explained through this voice memo that I sent my brother.
Bro, I don't even make voice notes, but I had to make one to tell you just how bad the food was. Oh my gosh. Not a speck of pepper in sight. I was craving a genuine salt packet. That's how hungry I was for some flavor. I went to a white Thanksgiving and I knew where I was going, but I was not expecting what I got. Oh my god. It was so bland that the more I kept eating, the more nauseous I was getting from just eating texture.
Bruh.
And so now that all my food is done, I will wait for my boyfriend to get home so I can present it to him. Yes, there's no like main meal, but like I don't cook the main meal. I make everything else. I make the sides and I make the dessert. And that's what I did. I hope he views me cooking him this food as an act of love. Yeah, because our love language is food in this house. Ain't that right, Salem? I hope that since I was nice enough to cook him all this food, he'll do like the current set of dishes for me. I did some dishes earlier, but I really hate doing the dishes because they fuck up my nails. So I hope he'll do this little trade off with me. You know, not that I won't do dishes ever, clearly, because I did some today. But like I said, doing the dishes fucks up my nails, and I don't like that very much. And so I hope he likes my labor of love enough to be like, yeah, babe, I'll do the dishes. Don't even worry about it. You know, that kind of thing. Ooh, look at that cheese pull.
Oh yeah. You want more?
Yeah. Of course, I want more of my delicious mac and cheese.